I am Solesh Alfred. Welcome to the HTS Epoll. It's your opportunity to weigh in on the most pressing issues of the day. The Epoll is brought to you by Flow for the moments that move us.
All for great savings, right? Flow gives you up to $80 a month off your mobile by just adding it to your home bundle. Enjoy the fastest internet speeds and free mobile calls from your home phone, plus HBO and free internet speed upgrade. That's more value while you spend less. Switch today. Bundle and save up to $80 a month off your mobile. Call us at 1-800-804-2994 or visit us in store. Flow, keeping you connected. Terms and conditions apply.
The constant flow of leaked letters and confidential documents from the public service is considered by some a check on official corruption and bad governance. The practice, however, is a source of frustration for government and potentially compromises, some argue, national security. So we asked, should government consider introducing tough measures aimed at stamping out the leaking of official documents? We tallied the numbers on our voting platforms, and here is how you voted. 54% said yes, 45% said no, 4% did not know, and 7% had no comment. We also took to the streets to get your opinion, and here's what you had to say.
Well, whatever happened in the situation where you work, have to stay in the situation, because at the ending of the day, whatever you leak out, sometimes it might be more serious than what had come out. So at the ending of the day, if they take you caught, the problem is on you. So information like that have to stay in.
There are certain things that have to be in the public domain. And other things have to be secret, because you have to understand, most government officials have taken an oath of secrecy. We have taken oaths of secrecy to keep government business secret. Certain things have to be in the public domain, but other things have to remain secret, and if they get to know, whoever leak it out, the person, actions should be taken against the person with immediate effect.
Well, I think people in St. Lucia should know things about what is going on in St. Lucia, especially what is not right. Everything would be out, and people should know the truth of what's going on.
Well, on one hand, yes, but in the first place, why should there be so much to hide by the people in charge? I mean, the public always have a right to know what's going on. If the people leaking information feel that there is a need, that they have a right to do this kind of thing, then obviously something was going on that they felt they had to keep it a secret in the first place. Because when you do things like that, you're showing the public that you actually care about them. When you disperse the information, disseminate it, you ensuring that, okay, yes, the public knows what's going on, and we're getting feedback from them, and we can use this feedback to maybe even avoid further economic disasters.
No, it shouldn't. Your professionalism should dictate that you do not leak what is your profession out to the world, unless it's detrimental to the public in terms of that information that needs to be known. It's supposed to be held by you and your employer alone.
In some instances, it has its pros and cons. Don't forget freedom of democracy. So when certain things happen in society, that the people of the land, the taxpayer, are supposed to know what is going on. If there's a secret behind it, they cannot know. But if there is no secret behind it, everyone should know. And I feel that the freedom of democracy is being kept when the documents are being leaked in that way.
I believe that the government should put measures in place, because if you're not part of a process and you're privy to information, I don't think that you should put that information out there. But if you're part of a process and you believe that the nation should be aware of certain decisions taken, then yes, I think that information should be out there. But holistically, there should be certain things in place to safeguard certain information which should not be in the public's domain.
Yes, they have the right to know what's going on in the country, because if you have a country and you're not letting the people know what is going on in the country, you have to let us know, because a lot of things are happening in the country, hidden documents, or all such of democracy, and we don't know, so we have the right to know.
I think so, because before you act, you should be able to face the consequences, whether it's prison, I have no problem with that, because, your actions, you should be held accountable for your actions,
Because there is morality, there is integrity. It's true we live in a democracy. You can leak out information to an extent, but there are things that are confidential, because if you go to a doctor, he cannot come and publicize your affairs. If you go to a lawyer, it's the same thing. So we have to know what we are doing. Whichever government are there, whether red, white, and blue, and you're working for government, you cannot just take any document and put on the talk show or you by the street speaking. That is wrong. In a country like China, you don't do that. You cannot pay state funds in China, you'll be shot.
In as much as the public's supposed to know about what's going on, I believe that there are important and confidential information that should be held a secret. And if somebody has leaked out any information, they should be held accountable.
I think there is freedom of democracy, freedom of information, and people have a right to know what's going on in the country.
I don't think so in a way, because there's always a whistleblower out there, and sometimes we need to get some information. We, the public, need to be informed, and sometimes they refrain from informing us. So there is somebody who's bold enough in there to leak some information out. There's supposed to be freedom of information. So we need a whistleblower sometimes. It works both ways.
Thanks for those responses. Now to our new discussion. The National Insurance Corporation's contribution to workers who had lost their jobs as a result of the COVID-19 pandemic comes to a close at the end of September. The NIC's support was a lifeline for thousands of beneficiaries, for some the only source of income during this period. So we ask, should the NIC's contribution to the workers who lost their jobs as a result of the pandemic be extended? Voting is easy. Just log on to htsnlusha.org or Facebook at HTS Official and vote. You can also send your response via text or WhatsApp to 584-4HTS. That's 584-4487. For Flow handset owners, here's a reminder of your special voting platform. From your Flow handset, text your Epoll response to 487. Press 1 to vote yes, 2 for no, 3 no comment, and 4 I don't know. Join the discussion from your Flow device and get the opportunity to win weekly prizes. And our Epoll team is always on the go to get your responses as well. Watch the HTS News Force from 7 p.m. for the results and a new discussion.